Hi,
Hi, how are you? Wait,
I'm
sorry.
good. How are you?
I'm good. Um, I'm just trying to record it, and it's very loud. But yeah, okay.
Um,
Wow, 50 people. Hi everyone. Woohoo!
there are a
Bye.
lot of people here.
Actually, this is not supposed to be like a playing live. It's supposed to be
Yeah,
more interview thing.
yeah.
But maybe we can also play some music. I mean, Lynn can play. I can enjoy. Cool. Okay. Thank you for basically taking your time in like Sunday night. How is the quarantine in Colombia? Saludos. How is quarantine in Netherlands?
Well, we don't really have quarantine. We have like it's called intelligent lockdown, so it's kind of like you can still go outside, but it's better if you don't. So
Mm-mm-mm.
that's kind of how it is here.
Hi,
So
Chris. Yeah, here is as well the same. Um, yeah, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's start. I prepared some questions from me, and
yeah,
then I also have some questions from other people. So
yeah.
my first question is, how old are you?
I'm 15.
Cool. And when did you first like see ukulele? Oh, Japan, hi. When did you first
Um,
like realize that ukulele exists?
well, when the audition of Grace Vanderwall, I remember that she had like that the ukulele. I was like, oh, that's cute.
Oh, how old were you?
Oh, I don't know. It was like a while after the audition, so I was like, 13, I think, or something like that. Yeah.
That's so cool. And
Mhm.
were you already a singer before that, or you were like,
Yeah.
so
I
how long are you training to be a singer?
um 7 to 6 years, I think, when I was 8. So
Wow.
pretty long. Yeah.
Hi,
And
Chris. Yeah, we are doing well.
I
Sorry, I'm getting
started with
distracted.
opera. It was like what?
You started with opera?
Yeah, my teacher was this opera singer, and she was
Wow.
like, I was like kind of interested in it, and I was like, let's try. So like my first song was Ave Maria.
Oh my God. Why do you never do this stuff on ukulele? I think it's gonna be so
I
cool.
don't know. It's a little bit hard to do that on uke, I think.
I think it could be really cool. You know, ukulele, they are doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think you could be really successful. Pozdrav Bosna, Crna Gora, pozdrav svima. Okay. So first time you tried the ukulele like around 13, yeah? And when
Mhm.
was the first time that you performed with ukulele, like on stage?
I think when I was 13 as well, I think on well, King's Day, and we performed there, and with my singing thing.
Cool.
And
You were very like how nervous were you? Because I really hate going on stage and even talking, and I cannot imagine like singing and playing at the same time. Like for me, it's like no way.
well, in the beginning, I was really nervous all the time. Like, but now, like, when I don't see people, like when there's lights and you can't see people, then I'm like pretty relaxed and I just do my thing. And then
That's
after
cool.
I'm done, go off stage as quickly as possible because I just want to go. Like that's how it normally goes. I'm fine
Mm-mm.
during the gig, and then afterwards, I'm like, I
Do
just
you
don't want
like
to.
do you get invited to play, to sing, to perform like locally in your community, or like
Yeah.
how many gigs do you have like per year?
Well, this like a few days ago, I did a live stream on Social Run, so now I'm getting asked for live stream sometimes, which
Hmm.
is fun. And with gigs, not really often, but sometimes. And with my singing teacher, she has like a annually performance thing where everyone comes and you sing stuff.
That's
So,
cool. Cool, cool. You know, Backshop, I think they're
mhm.
going to organize something in May, and they like some streaming thing. So I think if we do it, maybe we will ask you to get involved as well. But for now, it's like just a project for now. Argentina,
Okay.
hola! España, hola! Zagreb, yes, I really want to do it again. We were supposed to do an event in Maribor with Simon in June, but we don't know if it's still gonna happen or not. So we have to wait and
Oh
see
yeah,
what's going to happen with this coronavirus
hopefully.
thing. So my next question is, when did you first see like a flight as a brand?
On Elise Eklund's channel, I think her first unboxing of a flight ukulele. I think that was the first time.
Yeah, with
And
like
I really
the
like the
DUC
design.
323, the mahogany one, or her
Uh,
signature one?
and I don't know. It was kind of like very spontaneous when that video popped up of hers. So
Mm.
like I was like, oh, that's interesting, and then I clicked on it was your brand. So that's how
Oh, cool.
I was introduced to it.
Were you watching Elise before, or like you just saw it at the same time?
I saw her video like what was it with comments, I think. A few times it popped up, and then I started looking up, and that video of hers popped up. So I did know her already, but I didn't know really who she was, which is crazy because now I
Mm.
met her and everything.
Yeah, it was like so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some questions, guys. Like because of the comment section is going like up, it's best if you like type the question thingy, and then we'll be able to like go through them. Okay. Do you speak English at home, Lynn?
No, I don't. I speak Dutch. But like to myself, I sometimes speak English or Dutch or as we call Denglish. Like it's just like through everything.
The English. I have it the same. I have the same problem because I speak so many different languages like all the time, and like yeah.
Yeah.
How many songs you have written?
Well, I have a lot that are unfinished, so I think about 10 or 15, I think that are not finished yet. But I have a few songs that I want to finish, and then maybe I can put them out.
Cool. Are you planning like to record and put music on like a full album?
I want to, but I don't know how that's going to work. But I would love to do that one day.
Look, Basco wants an album, so you have to
Yeah.
do it now.
Album.
How different is ukulele of a guitar from a chords point of view? Lynn, can you say?
Um, Almost totally different from my feeling because when I started, like everything was different. Like the G is all like entire different form. So I was
Mm,
kind of like, I was, I had to get used to how to play the chords, but
yeah.
it was different for me. And then I
Mm,
got to go to baritone and ukulele, and it's all different. So I need to know a lot of chords
yeah,
to
yeah.
play all of it.
Yeah, well, Vasca knows, obviously. So I tried
Yeah,
electric guitar for like 3 times and I failed and it was really bad. But I even have my own electric guitar with a Hello Kitty on it. So,
I
because
like electric guitar.
yeah, I like Hello Kitty. But like my husband, he plays electric guitar like every day for 2 hours. So I have enough electric guitar in our house.
Nice.
Okay, let's go with the questions. So those were all the questions from me.
Hmm.
Let Dancer asked if you could be any of your ukuleles for a day, which one would you be?
My blue one, that one right there, I think,
Oh, and what is your
because
favorite flight ukulele? That was a very popular question.
the blue one as well. I
Oh,
love the sea and blue, and so I was kind of like, when I first saw the gemstones, my eye immediately went to the blue one.
mm,
So like, and it matches with my wall I have, I think,
yeah,
sea
yeah. I was
wall.
just gonna say like your wall and this uke like perfect match.
Yeah.
Eva is asking, what's your recommendation for a beginner ukulele? But the way I love you guys so much. Oh, thank you.
Uh, I started with a concert and one that wasn't too expensive because I thought like maybe this is another throwaway instrument, which
Mm-hmm.
um, so I started with a concert and just kind of like I thought I was the middle. I thought it was easier, so I would go concert, not too expensive because yeah, I think that's probably what I would say.
Yep, I agree. I agree. I think travel ukulele is good for starters, like a soprano
Yeah.
or the concert size, because the action is pretty low, so it's easier to press the chords, and it's very
Yeah.
inexpensive, so you can just kind of,
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Favorite uke, the blue gemstone.
Yes. The topaz.
Hello. Okay, let's see what else. Help with barre chords, please.
Oh, well, I like did like this kind of stretch thing when I put my finger on bar and then I would go down the neck all the time and then pressing sometimes. Like I really did exercise because when I tried to push them like to put them down, it like started buzzing like it was nasty. But
I know
it
it
wasn't a
is.
lot of practice, but I got it pretty quick as well.
Well, you know, after guitar, ukulele barre chords are not so bad.
My
Okay.
fingers hurt when I do bar on guitar. Like,
Yes. How are you doing? We're doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, was a question. Have you taken any vocal training from Emeka Gityuk? I think we replied to that one. Do you have any songwriting tips? I'm stuck from Kiara Music.
Well, I'm stuck as well, so I don't really have a tip, but I think starting with melody and then trying to like find a topic you want to sing about, I think that is where you start with. But I don't have any tips any further because I'm stuck as well.
Okay.
So
Cool. Okay, Nyati Meow is asking, I feel like I'm stuck using the same strum for every song. Any recommendations to get out of the comfort zone?
um, I think like I watch tutorials a lot, so like when I like want to learn a certain song with like certain style of something, I watch tutorials. But I use the same strumming pattern a lot, so I would like watch tutorials and kind of follow what they do because that's what I'm all about it.
I remember I once like tried to strum with the ukulele underground. They have like some
Mhm.
strums on their website, and they have some tutorials, and that was very pretty interesting because they have like some really cool strums. How many languages do you speak?
Well, if in fluent, I think Dutch then because it's my native, and then English, and like kind of German and French. And
Mm-hmm.
I knew a little Swedish when I was like a few years ago, but I forgot.
Swedish
So
was
I think
hard.
that, yeah. Well, it
That's cool.
sounds a lot like Swedish actually. So
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty weird. When you hear Swedish, you can sometimes, as a Dutch person, find some words that sound the same. So
That's cool.
that's
Like I don't know any Germanic languages. Like English is the closest I am to Germanic
yeah.
language. I don't know German. I don't know Dutch. I don't know Swedish. I don't know Scandinavian languages. I know Spanish, Italian, English, Korean. Learning Chinese. I know
Wow.
Russian. I know Slovenian, but I don't know any of the Germanic languages. So I guess it's
Wow.
like something for the future. Oxy, hi. What's your favorite song to play on the ukulele?
I play a lot of songs like like every day, but I think right now, either Hey Jude by the Beatles, and I practice a lot of Blackbird by the Beatles, so we're going for the Beatles. I
Hey,
think
Beatles are
Hey Jude.
cool. Why did you decide to play the ukulele from LC Ukeland? From Renička.
I think it was easier, and I wanted to kind of like accompany myself or something, like to play something, yeah, to sing with. I cannot talk. But I thought about guitar, but I was like, that's still too hard. So I was like, ukulele is cool. And then like it took a long time before I actually, well,
Mm.
got one. So, but that's kind of the story of my life.
Oh, do you remember like when you got your first ukulele? Did you go to a shop or did you order online?
I got it for my birthday from my parents, and
Oh,
they kind of like thought it was like I play like a lot of instruments while I tried, and my mom just kind of like, well, this is gonna be another one that you play for a few days, and then it's like, meh. But then she got me one for my birthday, and I played like mad, and then it turned out that it wasn't really a throwaway uke,
now
and my
look
mom
at
was
you.
my
You're
mom.
performing and you're endorsed. It's awesome. But,
Mhm.
did you try to play Sunny from Bonnie M? From Katya? No,
And
Kitya.
no, I don't know. I don't know the song, I think.
Cool. What? When did you start the Instagram?
It was really spontaneous, but it was on the 9th of February last year. Wow, I know that, right?
Wow, you grew a lot in like in just over a year. That's amazing.
It was insane, and I think like my one cover that you saw kind of started it all, like the one that got away, I think, and then you
Mm.
reposted it, and I remember just going like when you, I
And
was
then
like.
you got famous. You blew up overnight.
And I was like super awkward in front of the camera. I was staring in front of the camera and going,
That's
I
so
was still
cool. But
getting used to it.
did you tell your parents like I'm starting an Instagram channel and I'm gonna upload covers, like, or you just did it like without telling them?
Well, I filmed a video, I posted it, I told my parents I did something, and and they found out of that way kind of, but they already knew that I wanted to start one, so it wasn't like a
Mm-hmm.
huge surprise, but I did it like I was like I'm gonna do it, and I started it, and I told them that I did it, and I already posted something.
That's cool.
So
But when did
kind of
you like realize that you are going like that you are not like going viral, but you are picking up try like traction and picking up followers? When did you realize like you're gonna be famous?
well, I already felt like famous when I had 300 followers because that was like a lot for me, and it is. And so I was kind of like, oh, I'm so famous, and and
Like, yeah, 300 followers.
yeah, and then it got like a lot, and it got 600. I was like, what is happening? And like with like the 1,000, when I hit that, I was like, okay, this is happening. It
I
went
can feel you.
fast.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to build a little bit of audience on TikTok, and I'm like at 365 now, and I'm like watching each one. Why, what?
Well,
And
I
I'm
had
like,
TikTok for a long time, I remember, and I have 4,000 on it. Like it was pretty, but I made a lot of slow mo's. It was cringe, but but it did go well because I was viral at that time, and so I have 4,000, but almost no one sees my videos, and I don't care.
I know it's the same with me. It's like TikTok is very weird. Their algorithm is weird. Okay,
Yeah.
come back to ukulele. Sorry. How much do you practice every day? By Paolo from Italy.
I think like when I'm not doing school right now, I do like almost the entire day when I feel like it, and sometimes I just do nothing and I just look at my uke and play some chords and sing there. So
Mm,
it really depends on how I feel and if I want to, but I think a lot. Like 5 hours sometimes. Like
5 hours.
that,
Okay, that's
yeah.
insane.
Like sometimes when I have
Oh my
nothing to
god.
do, I'm like, let's
Oh
go.
my god. But like, what is the minimum that you practice per day?
mm, 2 to 3 hours, like sometimes. Yeah, wow.
Oh my
It's still
god.
a
I
lot.
I thought like I do really well because I studied Chinese like 1 hour every day, but like 2 hours like ukulele every day. It's insane. Hi
Yeah,
Brazil.
it's pressed through the day. Like I'm not doing 3 hours after one another because that would like then I would feel bored at one point. So
Mm,
I put it away and then I put it back and like
yeah.
it's I spread it through the day.
Okay, that's cool. That's the best. Do you take like your uke with you to the school?
I have a few times. And it's really awkward. Then you have your school bag, and then you have ukulele with you, and then and like people looked at me weird, and I was like, what? But I performed in my classroom for my classmates a few times, and then I'm always awkward when it starts. I'm like, let's go. And then I just focus on my uke and I start playing. But I have, yeah, I'm really awkward when I start singing.
Do they
Yeah.
know, like, do your like schoolmates, classmates, do they know that you are like Instagrammer and that you have like thousands of followers?
Yeah, they do. I remember that I was on my Instagram and I was on my own profile and didn't even notice that a few of my classmates were watching. And one of my classmates goes, "Wow, 10K." And then he found out. It was like he said it super weird, like, "Wow, 10K." And then everyone looked at me like, "What?" It was really, it was
And you were
like,
like, I'm not noticing what you say.
yeah, what are you talking about?
Hola, Bolivia! If we hear someone sing in the morning, we know that Lynn is awake. Oh.
Yeah, hi, mom. It
Do
is
you
true.
you sing in the morning? Like, that's
Yeah,
cool.
on my morning voice, like, sometimes I even wake people up in the morning. And then,
Wait, I'm not
stop.
distracted. I'm trying to pick the next question. What is
Mm-hmm.
one song that you really want to learn how to play from Dakota Blanchard?
Uh, I want to do it like Blackbird is still something that I need to practice on. So
Mm.
if I could do that like without mistakes, that would be like my dream come true. Um, there are a lot of songs that I want to practice, but like with different rhythms, I sometimes struggle. So like songs with
Yep.
different rhythms. So a lot of songs I want to learn.
Do you wanna
So
ever learn, like, do you have ambition, like, I don't know, wish to learn finger picking and all those tricks?
yeah, well, I wish I could do that, but I'm not as cool as those people. But sometimes I try and I'm struggling and they go like and I'm like how? So I'm like I'm kind of like calculating in my head how they do it and I'm trying to, but it's not my forte, I think.
Practice, practice. What is the hardest song you've ever played by Nyati?
Well, I think then Blackbird because yeah, it has a lot of weird chords, and then at one point you have like struggle, and then it's like it's difficult. So I think Blackbird would be my most difficult song.
Hmm, interesting. How do you make video covers for Instagram posts? Andrea Vripitu.
I practice the song a few days, and then I like get all my stuff that I need to make it. I have a microphone and a stand, and then I sometimes have the lyrics like written down on a little paper, and I go and try to figure out how I want to sit, and
Mm-hmm.
then I film it, and then I edit it, and then I mainly like say my cover is coming at, and then yeah, I post it. So that's how it goes normally.
But how do you edit it? Because it feels like you just add the text on the screen most of the
Yeah,
time.
that's only what I do. But like
Because it
I
doesn't.
put it in a shot and I put it in the title and that's it. I'm like kind of lazy, that kind of stuff. I'm like, just put it out there. Here you go. Here's my video. And
Yeah,
I post
when I
it.
started TikTok, I was like putting lots of effects and like really spending my time with each video. Now I just do like bam and that's
Here you
it.
go.
Yeah. Okay. What mic and stand do you have? Can you put the link in your story?
Ooh,
Okay, that's probably for
well,
you, Lynn.
I have um very simple things. I have this thing from iClip
Mm-hmm.
and it stands like this and you put your phone in there because I film with my phone. And then I have my microphone, this one, and I don't know from where. And it comes with a fluffy thing.
Whee!
It's for the wind, and you put it on there, and then like it blocks the wind. Yeah. So whenever I'm outside and I filmed something outside, this thing was on there, and it's really soft.
It's so cool.
So
With which program do you edit?
in shots, it's easy. It was on my phone. I was like,
Mm-mm-mm.
let's go. Let's go
Yep.
at it with that.
Okay. this question. How you got any tips and tricks for bar chords? I guess you have to repeat the question.
I did exercises, so like, wait. Let's go. I went like this and then pressing them down all the time, and then I would go like this, trying to get the strength in my hands. So that's what I did. So, and I just threw it on my bed. Or going to hang me up.
Practice, practice, practice. Okay. Now it's a very existential question. What is your goal with the ukulele and the music? This is Dani Ucero's question.
Yeah. With the ukulele, I think just like kind of like let a lot of people know in the Netherlands, because it's not a really common instrument here. Kind of like letting people know it's out there, it's fun, it's cool, introducing to it. And music, I want to go to the Herman Brood Academy. That's a school here that I really want to go. And probably make music my job, I think. And if I would not become an artist or something, I would become like a music teacher or something like that.
That's so cool. That's super nice. I like that. You know, Larissa from Ukuleles, she said that they have like a similar aspiration, like to spread the ukulele fever in Germany. And this is like their goal, and that's why they travel and do the busking festivals, so that people on the street see them. Because if you only go to uke events and uke festivals, then only ukulele people who are already interested in ukulele see you. But if you get out there and perform like where, you know, passers-by, just normal people are, then it is more like easier for them to see you and get hooked. Niazi is asking, any country you would like to visit?
I have been dying to visit America. That's like, but we have plans to go there this year. We don't know if it's going to happen, but hopefully. But there's like my top 3 would be America, Australia, and New Zealand. I think those are like pretty countries. So I would really love to visit and go there. Well, that's, I think, my answer.
Cool. I've never been to Australia so far, in New Zealand. Like, I also would love to go there if it was closer. Where do you put the mic when you film? Is it just next to your phone? A lot of questions, like really specific ones.
So this one, I can actually show it. This is kind of like you put it on the place where your earphones go. And if you have AirPods, I don't know, but like this thing goes into the earphone thing, and that's kind of what it is.
Thank you. Like, I'm looking for the new
great explanation.
There's so many questions, guys. You are so active. Like, I didn't expect like we would get so many questions. I thought it would be done like in 15 minutes. What was the first song that you learned on ukulele? Was it Grace Vanderwaal?
No, it was the classic Riptide by Vance Joy.
I love it. I think it's like so cool.
I remember like doing the A minor super easy, and then the G I was looking like what do I do? And then I go and then I go sleep.
Did you go to your parents like, Mom, look at me,
look at me, I can do something from this thing. I would show her like,
Okay. Can you put the link to the ear microphone on your story? This is like the...
well, I don't know. I didn't buy them myself. I got them. So I got them from my parents this year. Yeah, because I already got 2 ukuleles for my birthday, for my 13th and 14th, and I have 10 like ukuleles in my house. They didn't think I needed more. So yeah, I don't know where they're from. But I could maybe put the brand on my story.
Cool. Well, you should ask your mom. I think she knows. Okay, the big question: what do you do as flight artist?
Well, I promote them. I have my shirt on, and I make videos, and yeah, I tag you guys in that, and basically all. And it's like not as much as I thought. I was like, maybe I have to do all these things, but it wasn't. And it was like super fun when I found out that I could join, and yeah, it's great. It's an honor.
No, thank you. Yeah, we are happy that we can always count on you when we need someone to perform, and that you
Mhm.
are, and you and your parents are like always so open to travel somewhere and just support all the events that we do. It's a shame that Frankfurt is not happening
Yeah.
this month, but
Mhm.
maybe it will happen in the future. We still have all the flight
Mhm.
tickets, so they are just
I hope,
postponed.
hope.
Okay, okay. I think there is still the microphone question. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Um, what kind of ukulele is best for a beginner? I think that you already said that this is concert,
Yeah.
you think. What do you think about sopranino ukulele?
Um, I think they're very cute. I have one, like I
Mm-hmm.
have a very small one, and I took that with me for Catalonia for like an exchange, and I think they're super cute.
But I tried to play it. I couldn't like play it at all. Like for me, it's
Mhm.
just something to put on the wall and look at it. Oh, it's so cute, but like it's not something
Yeah.
that you can actually
Well,
play.
I had to go to Catalonia, and I wanted to take my soprano, like that
Mm.
one, and it didn't fit because we were only allowed to have like one bag, and it didn't fit. And so I was kind of like, what do we do? And then we found another smaller size, and I took that
Mm.
with me, but it was playing like this.
But like a lot of airlines, you should check. They have like special conditions for music instruments. Like
Yeah.
even like EasyJet, you can take one bag and a uke sometimes.
Hmm.
So even Ryanair, I think like Danny is flying everywhere with like jets.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy acoustic concert uke. Wish me luck. We wish you luck, Eva. Yes,
Yeah.
let's go.
Super fun.
Another question about flight artists. How did you know you were ready? I think I
Like,
can even answer that one. I think you were not even applying, but we just happened. Like you were
yeah.
posting covers and we were reposting, and then there was like
Yeah.
this chemistry.
And you asked me, and I was kind of like, yes. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how it happened. Yeah, it was actually initiated from our side because we saw that you had a lots of talent and your videos were getting lots of views, and we thought like, why not?
Why
And
not?
that, yes, why not? But then we met you in Netherlands, and we realized that that was like the best, one of the best decisions that we ever made because you and your family are like so nice and cool.
Thank you.
How can we attend these events? Which events? We like all our events for this year have been canceled because of coronavirus. So
Yeah.
all our events are now online. So yeah, you have on our website there is in the stories section where we post the news, you can go and see flight lives, and we'll be updating like more events. So I'm planning to invite more artists, more ukulele stores, more
Fun.
ukulele people to these lives. And Lynn is the first one to do it because she's our artist of the month. And yeah, and we were a bit, we didn't know like how this format gonna work, but I think it's working very well. And yeah, it's already 35 minutes, crazy.
That was my chair.
I play ukulele for like 4 years, but I still play like a beginner. Can you help me?
Oh, I do. I do watch tutorials on the YouTube and on Instagram and everywhere, and so I think like kind of feeling inspired to learn more because sometimes I feel like I don't want to learn more, and then kind of like I look at it, I'm like, so I think just really like go and watching tutorials and maybe look online to find out how to play a certain chord. I think that's kind
Yep,
of how I would
yep,
say to do it.
yep. STJ, I don't know actually your name, sorry. Yeah, if you work hard, we could get asked for you, yeah, by us to join Flight Crew. But yeah, for now, because it's already big and it's hard for us to take care of all the artists, we are kind of not like limiting it, but yeah, it is slower decision for us than in the past when we were like actively searching for people, but now like our crew is more or less consolidated, so it is a process. My name is Siren. Okay, Siren. You live in England, I think, yes, but I've never met anyone called Siren in England. Hi, France. I don't speak French, unfortunately. What's your favorite uke soprano convertido or tenor? I think uke soprano, concert, or tenor, I think.
My favorite between that?
Yeah, your favorite size. I think it's concert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's concert. I like soprano, but sometimes it's too small, so I go to concert. But I also really like the baritone size because it's like so big and and I like the tone as well. So
do you play like different chords on baritone, or do you tune it like a uke?
I do it on different tone. I think like with the darker sound, it kind of sets it away from the other ukes I have, and I really love that.
It's
So
kind of almost like a guitar, but like not a guitar. I think
yeah, it's like the last four strings of a guitar, and I compared it to my own guitars. I like play the last four strings, and I would play it on the baritones the same. So that's kind of how I also learned some chords on it, like the D.
Yep. Okay, Sharon, you're from Wales, sorry, but yeah, at least I guess the Great Britain part. Yeah, so if it's your dream, then yeah, the best is to keep working and to keep working on your covers and like singing and everything and playing, and yeah, you will get noticed at some point. If what about this one?
If you could be any of your ukes for a day, which one would you be? My blue one.
Oh.
Because like I love water, I love blue things, I love everything about.
We should make blue flight ukulele, the blue flight ukulele shirts. I think it could be cool.
Yeah.
Did you see that we made new ones with like a golden logo, because I like black and gold, so we have some new ones. Nina is asking, how many instruments do you play?
I play let's go. I play uke first. Ukulele is different, so I have guitar, piano, I have a kalimba. And those are like the main instruments that I play, but I have a lot of those instruments, so there are like 16 instruments in my house.
Okay.
Because I have like 3 guitars, and then I have 10 ukes, and then I count my ukulele as a uke, and then I have a piano, keyboard, and like it's a lot.
I have a keyboard like right here, but I never play on it. That's like so bad. I feel so bad
My dad
about
wrote too many. That's my dad.
Okay, and which beginners YouTube channel do you recommend? I think there are like so many. You just have to find your style.
Yeah, and there are a lot of different styles you can play on uke.
Do you even watch like YouTube tutorials now, or you just do your own? Like you find a song and you like kind of arrange it and you play it?
I do watch them sometimes, but I also try to figure it out myself sometimes. Like it's kind of like it depends if I want to like spend time learning it myself, or if I want to be lazy and just learn it by watching someone else do it. That's kind of it's like sometimes I'm too lazy, and sometimes I'm like, let's go and do this by myself. So it depends.
I think maybe by yourself is like you're learning, maybe even more. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it depends.
Yeah.
When okay, come back to TikTok again. When I started TikTok, I used to watch YouTube tutorials like for dances, but now I just download them and I slow them down and I do them directly from the video, because I realized that I don't need YouTube tutorials because they take a lot of time and sometimes they're wrong. So like if I do it myself, then I don't get it wrong. Could you follow me? It would mean so much to me if I get noticed. I will try to not forget. Check the background ocean. Too many.
My dad wants the background by the way of the ocean, so I can move to the ocean.
Aww.
I'm not at home, I'm at the ocean.
I think I only have one flight ukulele, I mean, but I'm obsessed with now. I want to get loads. Oh yeah. And we are rolling out the new series, and they are going to be very affordable, and they're going to be super cool, and we're like super excited. But because of coronavirus, everything is getting slow and slow. But like I have one here at the sec.
Uh-oh.
Look.
Oh, I love that one.
Yes. And
That's
you know
pretty.
the best thing, it's not wood, so it is like super special material, which is not wooden, but it looks like wood, but it's not.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
I
and
like
it's
it.
gonna be, I think, around like 50 or 60 euros with a gig bag. So I think it's gonna be very, very good.
That's
Like,
pretty affordable too.
yeah, I think it's gonna cost around like travel uke cost.
Mm. I want this wall to laying in the beach at home. Yeah, that's kind of like I wanted an ocean type
Mm,
wall, and
mm.
so here we
Which
are.
material is it? It's I'm not telling it because it's a secret. We have to keep the, like, don't tell anyone that you saw this. It's only for this time.
Between us.
Yeah. How much is it in pounds? I hope that it's gonna be around travel ukulele price. So I think in pounds, travel ukulele is like 39-ish, something like that. So I think it's gonna be something like that.
I have a
Okay, you
question
have a
for you.
question in Dutch. I cannot read that.
Lynn, kom je uit Gelderland? Ik heb het gevoel dat ik je ken.
It's not.
Yeah. That's the answer. It's kind of like the provinces here, like in which province, like Gelderland province. I live in Gelderland, but it's pretty big province, so.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I hope no plastic. No, it's not that plastic. It's kind of like laminate, so it's kind of like material like you use for flooring. So something like that. Okay, how many different types of ukuleles do you have? I don't know anymore. We keep coming out with new ones, and you know, like last year we were saying that no more models. Like we're gonna stop like after Royal Series and New Princess Series. Like that's it. And then we go to China and we meet some new cool people, and we get introduced to another people, and then they say, oh, what about this, what about that, and we like, oh my god, we have to release this because like no other brand has ukes like this, like these ones, or sound waves, and we were like,
Yeah,
okay, we're doing it totally, we want to be the first. And this is like what we
nice.
yes. Okay, people are asking you to play something.
Oh, let's see what
I
I
will
can.
just sit and smile, I guess.
Well, let's see. I have some songs that I can sing kind of little bit. I have a lot of songs
I
that
have
I
3
know.
flights and what a few more. Yes, that's the spirit. This is perfect flighter, example of the flighter. Like, I don't know if you are on Facebook, but we have a Facebook group, Flighters, and you're welcome to join and share pictures of your flight ukes. We're trying to create like a little community there.
I see
Of
a lot
course,
of yeah.
huh?
I see a lot of yay, yeah,
Yeah. Everyone just wanted to see you play. They didn't want to see me talking, actually.
yeah.
How many hours do you play the uke a day? Minimum 2 hours, maximum 5 hours. That we had this question like 20 minutes ago.
Someone said you say. Let's see if I can That's kind of.
Buddy, hi.
Well, let's go on you say.
Okay,
Let's go. So.
showing them off in Hawaii. Oh, that's cool. Which ones do you have?
I keep finding voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, you say I am lost when I can't feel a thing, and you say I am strong when I think I am weak, and you say I am held when I am falling short, but when I don't belong, oh, you say I am yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me, oh, I believe. I thought I'd do half. Yeah. That's kind of like my go-to songs if I play like somewhere.
I think it's amazing. I don't know how to turn this effect off. Like, whoops, guys, sorry. I'm not very good with these lives. Okay, beauty effect. Oh wow, nice. Okay, I like this one. I'm keeping it. Okay, we are like almost 50 minutes. Guys, do you want more or what do you want? Please tell us. Like, if you are satisfied, we can like and go to rest.
A lot of yay.
Yay. I saw Barry here. Do you know, I don't know if you ever saw, there is like someone called Holographic Barry. So he is our friend from Backshop. When we were in Backshop, like it was like very skinny guy. And that's him. And he's like a real fighter now and watching all our lives.
Nice.
Don't stop, please. Lynn, I think you have to go live now after our live and sing.
Yeah. I could do that.
Juliana, you are from Russia. Yes, kind of. I have a lot of different nationalities mixed in me.
Yeah. Well, I'm fully Dutch.
I was born in Serbia, actually, in Belgrade.
Oh.
It's like something that nobody knows about. I have a question. What's the cheapest ukulele? I think our cheapest ukulele at the moment is Travel Uke with the plastic back and side, and we also released a new ukulele from Teak, from Natural series. The model name is NUS 200. You should check it out. But they're only available in Europe for now, and it's not many of them.
It's like a real sport knowing all the models out of your head, I could imagine.
Yeah, like for me it's easy, but like a lot of people who are selling our ukes are kind of getting a little bit confused because there are so many of them. So now we are getting active with doing like trainings. Like we did Mexico training this week. Julie did a great job. I was like watching it and also participating. So yeah, we are trying to educate like people and travel and speak to these shops and speak to the distributors to spread the word and train them about our brand. What is the ukulele just played? It's so beautiful. Hi from Brazil. Hi Brazil. I want to go to Brazil. I want to sell flight to Brazil.
It's my baritone.
Aww.
Yeah. And let me check the model. DUB38.
I have this one here.
H. Yeah. I have like a note on my phone where I know I put all the models and their names, so I can like put it in my caption. So like I don't have to like when I'm like somewhere and I don't have my ukes around me. Now I do.
Привет, Россия! Hi from Russia. I don't have a flight ukulele. I really want one. Yes, go for it. Now is the perfect time. Yes, this is Elise, a good model. I think this was like one of the first one that we received here for the photo shoot because we have to take pictures of each uke to put on our website. So this one was airshipped to us and then we took it to the photo shoot.
Okay. I have both.
Gorgeous babes. Yes, I realized that there is a beauty filter in here. So this is like why. Need a dealer in Hawaii. There is Easy Music. I don't know if you know. It's like the oldest shop in Hawaii, apparently. I think they are not on your island. I think they are on Honolulu Island. But yeah, we have a dealer in Hawaii, so you can contact them. What else? Do you meet Grace Wonderwall? She's amazing.
Well, I really love her, and I want to see her new movie, like with the Stargirl, I think. Yeah, but he
Living.
was like she was the first one I knew with ukulele, so
Mm,
she's kind of like special. Yeah,
Brendel. Oh, Brendel. I'm showing that to my local dealer in Hawaii. Thank you. Thank you for your support. It's so sweet. It is hard like to explain to shops about like our brand because it's so
Mhm.
technological that a lot of people who work in music stores are sometimes not very technological, like not online a lot, so they don't get the hype. And then you tell them we are have these numbers, we have these numbers, we do this, and they're like just what? Because they don't understand.
Nice.
You guys are so beautiful. It's a beauty filter.
Mhm. Nice.
I just discovered it. I guess I will do all my lives with it now. You guys are really cool. Okay, Lynn, how are the quarantine? It is really. I mean, here it's not so bad. So on Monday, it's kind of like some shops are going to open. Like most small shops are going to open, so we're very happy about it.
Mhm.
Slovenia is doing well. Slovenian people have been like hardworking and staying home and not going anywhere, and we beating the virus slowly.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to brag about it on my social media because like now in Russia and America and England, like the virus is like
Yeah, it's terrible there. Yeah.
it's very bad. So like I don't want to brag too much, but like here
No.
here is getting much better and better like every
Yeah.
day, and like people are going out more, and we were out cycling today and
Oh no.
barbecuing with the family, so we're like not
Mhm.
as bad as like
It's
not
kind
as
of the
scared
same
as
here.
3 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
It's kind of the
But
same here too.
Bella,
Oh,
where are you from, Bella? Italy?
I'm like I like hear some people like kind of they had like screw Corona parties here, which is
Mm-hmm.
terrible. But people were kind of like, oh, I don't care, and and that's kind of not how I felt. But I felt at one point like this is really so bad, and then I saw it other countries, and it was really bad. And I felt terrible about it. So
Mm.
I am very fortunate that it's not as bad as in America or the other countries, but at first we were kind of like, what is this? And is it really as bad as they're saying? Because it was so like the whole unknown about
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
it.
I know what you mean. Like, I'm trying to move
Yeah.
the camera. I know, I was the same. Actually, I got scared about it when it appeared in China because we work a lot with China and we are like in contact with China almost every day. And
Yeah.
then it was like just going crazy, and we
Yeah.
were watching and thinking, oh my God, what happens if it comes to Europe? Oh my God. And
Yeah.
then it came and we couldn't do anything. And we just, yeah, we waiting
Yeah.
for it to go away. But yeah, some shops will open on Monday. So I'm planning to go out and to
Yeah.
go maybe try to buy some stuff for
Yeah.
the house because like we started redecorating now. In Belgium it's
Mhm.
much more stricter than in Netherlands.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. I guess like here in Slovenia people live in houses and which have gardens and not so much apartment buildings and everything is really spread out. I think
Yeah.
Netherlands is similar, yeah. But
Yeah.
you have like apartments in Amsterdam, but the rest of the towns are like
Yeah.
houses.
But still, like, when you see the numbers, like sometimes I don't try. I try to like distance myself from it because otherwise I'm kind of like going crazy, and I see a lot of ads about it, and I'm kind of like I want to avoid not like having it the entire time with me.
Mm.
But it's not like terrible as in America, but it's not good as well. So
Mm.
like the hospitals are like they just added a few beds more, and like it's
Mm.
crazy to think that normally it's kind of like not a lot of people go to the intensive care, and now like everyone goes there. And I
Yeah.
know people with it or had it, it's kind of like what is happening?
I actually don't know anyone who had a virus. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think
Chile, the
it's a good
government wants to
thing.
reopen the shops and malls. That's amazing because Casa Maria, our Chile distributor, is one of their shops, or a couple of their shops are inside the malls. So they will finally be able to do business. I think there will be downturn ukuleles made in China. Big advanced flight ukuleles is not made in China. Actually, we are making in China. We are making in Indonesia as well, and it's like you can see it inside. But like all our like research and development team is in here in Slovenia, and we go to China all the time. And what else? Is it alive to play ukuleles? No, this is an like kind of interview chat with Lynn. Lynn is flight artist, and we are chatting. I thought that I pinned the comment, or why? Where did it go?
It left.
Oh no. Okay, it's gone. I think that we should like slowly stop because it's like almost 1 hour. You must be tired. Okay, cool. I think if you want to start another like your life on your channel, thanks to be here. I love your way you use your wonderful voice and the way you played it. Oh,
Thank you. Singing tips. Oh, I would say like when you begin, I would do vocal warm-ups. I sometimes don't do them, but I would advise to see a vocal coach because doing it on your own is fine. But if you want to learn more about technique and stuff, I would say go to a coach and everything. So that would be my tip. And not start belting or doing crazy things with your voice at the beginning because that will damage your voice. So I would do that.
you know, like
Because
I used to
belting,
sing when I was little, and then my voice broke, like when I was 13 years old, and like bye bye. Oh, the Instagram says we have 2 minutes left. Woo! Okay, guys. So
I'm just starting to learn how to belt, so I'm kind of like slowly slowly practicing it, and it's like burning my voice sometimes. It's like
yeah. Oh,
it's hard, and it has to be
but you,
by your body.
I think your voice is amazing. Like, man, it
Thank
doesn't
you.
like, yeah. I'm very jealous of it because I can't sing anything. I can just dance. Okay. And you know, when we go to Asia, to through China and Japan and Korea, and they always ask us to go to karaoke with them and sing something, and then we drink alcohol, and then I start to sing, and then I watch the videos later, and I'm like,
Oh no.
I should go see a coach or something because I'm so bad. This is like horrible. And I feel so embarrassed, but like when you're in the moment, when you're like, woohoo, then it's like,
You're like, I'm so good.
yes.